With contract updates and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Revealing that he was watching a ball game during the Bad Blood event, WWE commentator Michael Cole told WFAN, "I have the game on my phone at the announce desk at ringside with the volume down. When I was doing Bad Blood, which was game 1, I had the game on at the announce desk. My partner Corey Graves kept looking over at me and I was pumping my fist and jumping up and down while calling the action of the show." Taking a shot at Adam Cole, MJF wrote this on X. "This app has become the most negative place on the entire internet. It's obvious that this stems from a man who separated all of us further apart with his disgusting rhetoric, causing people of all walks of life to pick a side and to harbor hate. We must stop Adam Cole." The spokesperson for Janel Grant, a former WWE employee that is accusing Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE of mentioned her mental state during this legal case, telling WrestleNomics, "I mean, it is not easy. I think on the call, her lawyer Ann Callis talked about how she is still feeling the post-trauma of what she experienced. There's a lot of issues that she's still working through. But let me tell you, she is a strong, courageous woman. She is here for the fight. She is here to take this and make sure the proceedings go the way they need to go in order for Mr. McMahon and WWE to be held accountable." Barkov continued to elaborate on the courage Grant displays by pursuing this case. "A lot of people wouldn't be doing what she is doing, and I give her so much respect. I have so much admiration for her, because it's gotta be hard for her to get up each and every day," Barkov said. "If your viewers read the complaint, the stuff that she did experience as a person is just horrific. I mean, you could never imagine the stuff she experienced on your worst enemy." Going over the recent departure of Jimmy Jacobs from AEW, Ringside News noted that Jimmy Jacobs, a key figure behind the scenes in AEW, is no longer with the company, but a return may not be off the table. According to Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Jacobs' departure was primarily due to burnout from AEW's demanding schedule. However, sources close to him indicate that the door for a future return remains open. Meltzer clarified that Jacobs' departure was not due to performance issues or any fallout with the company. Instead, it stemmed from the grueling travel demands, with Jacobs flying from Michigan to AEW shows twice a week for both Dynamite and Collision. He worked more actual dates on the road than anyone but Tony Khan, Meltzer noted, highlighting the toll it took on Jacobs, who was handling up to 4 commercial fights per year. Though not officially a writer, Jacobs played a crucial role in AEW's creative process as an administrative lead and trusted right-hand man to Tony Khan. While he was primarily responsible for organizing creative operations, Jacobs also contributed ideas and provided input to Khan when needed. Despite some rumors suggesting otherwise, his work was well regarded within AEW, and the company expressed no desire to part ways with him. Meltzer's report suggests that Jacobs is taking time off to recharge, but leaves the door open for a potential comeback. Someone close to him said that he's doing well, Meltzer wrote, adding that Jacobs could eventually return to AEW when the time is right. Jacobs' departure reflects AEW's current efforts to adjust creatively while also acknowledging the challenges of maintaining such a demanding schedule. His possible return leaves fans hopeful for a reunion down the line, given his significant contributions to AEW's growth during his time with the company. talking about the possible role for Jesse Ventura for WWE's upcoming Saturday night's main event show, Dave Meltzer said in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the role is to be determined. Right now, the idea is for him not to announce the entire show, perhaps an interview segment or announcing a match, but the idea now is simply for him to be a part of the show for nostalgia reasons. During a recent rally, Donald tripped out to the Undertaker's theme song. On X, podcaster JD from New York said this about a segment backstage in AEW involving Orange Cassidy, Daniel Garcia, and Private Party, writing, Orange Cassidy has been overexposed. Daniel Garcia, nobody believes in him. Private Party, Tony Khan has booked them into obscurity for 4 years. It all reeks of desperation instead of planned long-term investment. A fan responded, we do believe in Daniel Garcia. JD then replied, no, you don't. You only believe because you're stupid to what actually is going on. Tony Khan responded, writing, why would you tell a fan that they're stupid for just expressing their opinion? Everyone is allowed to have beliefs and opinions. It doesn't make them stupid. JD then said, because I can, Tony, it's all subjective. And Khan replied, yes, exactly, it's all subjective. That's why I've never called you stupid once in 5 years, despite the fact that I often disagree with your opinions. Sharing his thoughts on those that joked about him potentially joining NXT to be around the female talent, AEW's Daniel Garcia told the South Congress podcast, I get why people think it was funny and it kept blowing up and people kept sending me things. To me, it completely undermines how great NXT is. I feel like NXT right now is hot. It's on fire. They have such great talent, men and women, international talent from all over the world. People of all different experience levels. When people kept saying I'm just going to sign there because there are a bunch of attractive women, I think it undermines the work rate, the talent of the entire roster. They have a great roster on their hands. They're doing a bunch of great things over there. It undermines and takes away from what they're doing over there.
We are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, representing WWE at South Point 400, getting ready to wave the green flag.
It's time to go racing in Las Vegas Motor Speedway, baby!
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
It's time!
For details on the current AEW champion's contract status with the promotion, Ringside News wrote that Jon Moxley's debut at AEW's Double or Nothing in 2019 was a game changer, as he quickly became one of the company's top stars. His intense performances and dedication helped solidify his position as a key figure in AEW. As previously reported, the former AEW World Champion has inked a multi-year deal with AEW, ensuring his presence in the promotion for the foreseeable future. However, long before his AEW venture, Jon Moxley was a big name in WWE and especially part of the Shield alongside Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns before they broke up. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, Jon Moxley is under contract with AEW until at least 2027, having signed a 5-year extension after working without a contract for several months following AEW All Out in 2022. While the idea of a Shield reunion in WWE is exciting for many fans, especially given the nostalgia associated with Moxley, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, Sapp noted that there's currently no indication that Moxley plans to return to WWE. While a final WWE run is always a possibility in the future, Moxley has not expressed any desire or plans for such a move at this time. Mentioning the contract situation with Kevin Owens in WWE, Dave Meltzer said this in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. There are reports that he's close to signing or hasn't signed and could go to AEW in January when his deal is up. I do know that multiple people in wrestling have said, dating back to Bash in Berlin, that they believe he's signed, but it's being kept quiet. Whatever the story is, he wants it secretive for now. WrestleVotes added, I did reach out, talked to a couple of people, didn't get a definite one way or the other, didn't get an absolutely the deal's been signed, but did get a really positive response that it's very close if not completed with a handshake, so I'd imagine that he's around for the long term.
I believe in We are here at Barrio Toys, about to start the signing. We are in Sacramento. Alright, let's see it. Wave your hands from side to side. Thank you, everyone. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Come on down to the signing at Barrio Toys.
When it comes to an AEW star potentially making the jump to WWE, Ringside News noted that Ricky Starks has been an important part of AEW since his debut in 2020, gaining a strong fan base with his in-ring skills and charisma. However, since late March, Starks has been noticeably absent from AEW television, which has led to speculation among fans about his future, with many hoping to see him in WWE. On the March 30th episode of AEW Collision, Ricky Starks appeared to sustain an injury during a tag team title tournament match where he and Big Bill faced off against Top Flight. This match ended up being his last appearance on AEW television, and he has been absent since then for reasons that remain unclear. During his absence from AEW television, Ricky Starks made it clear he was very uncertain about his future in the company. This made fans feel he deserved better and just make his way to WWE. According to Fightful, Ricky Starks won't be appearing in WWE anytime soon. He's currently under contract with AEW, and his deal isn't set to expire in the near future. Despite recent rumors and speculation, there's no credible information suggesting that Starks has had any contact with WWE. Misleading reports about his situation have been circulating, but as of now, there's no indication of an imminent move to WWE. In the meantime, Ricky Starks had once again addressed his absence from AEW television. It is to be noted that WWE NXT is reportedly very interested in signing him whenever he becomes available. Regardless, it remains to be seen what will become of Starks in the end, as fans feel he deserves to be freed. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.